Hello, for today's video we'll be looking at the 1940s abandoned office, which is modular. It normally goes for around $40 and it has a folder size of about 5 gigabytes. Going into the demonstration level, looking at the building and going around it, you can see these posters. These are decals. You can see the wear and tear, and again the posters. And going inside the building, we can see that it's dark. You have to check the post-process volume and changing the exposure compensation and increase the value. That's because this pack initially was focused for baked lighting. Anyways, let's play the level. We can toggle between first and third person camera. I'm going to continue as first. I think the first one is like a cinematic camera. I don't know why that box looks emissive. Some places will be a little bit dark, like I mentioned. It's aimed at baked lighting. We can see the floor, the tiles they're like broken. Window glass there, and some light leaking. Like I mentioned, this was aimed at baked lighting, but I'm using Lumen. Yeah, there is a typewriter there. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, we can open that door. This is the third floor. I don't know. Was someone sleeping in there? I don't know. And this is like the conference room or showroom. We can see this is like a light function material through spotlight. I think it's like it's done like that. And this floor is like off limits. There is nothing inside the rooms. Anyways, looking at the folder structure, we got the blueprints and the maps. Going to the overview level, and then the materials, the meshes, along with the textures. Looking at the props up close, the details are high. One thing, yeah, you can see this is done like that. This one has geometry, so you can check double-sided to appear, but not for this floor. This one doesn't have geometry, but they have very high quality, even up close. Details are there. Then going at the lighting only view mode, I use it to check the meshes along with the collision. I don't know why these have complex collision on the structures. The other one seems fine. And the dimension of the textures, we got 29 4K, 374 2K, 84 1K, 10 5 12. These are excluding some textures that are not power of 2, like cube maps and others. And these, let's exclude the normal maps. These do have alpha channel for one reason or another, or no reason at all, like this one. Looking at the meshes, the vertices, yeah, these don't have none enabled by default, but the vertices are usually low, less than 5,000. There are like 88 meshes with more than one material, only 2 meshes with LODs, and just few meshes with extra unused UV channel. Looking at the UVs, same parts are not overlapped. However, the packing is good, excluding this one. The packing is usually good. There is some wasted space, but yes, same parts are not overlapped. I mean, if the UVs have been reused, it could have been lower power of 2 texture, probably, with no detail or very minimal loss in detail. Looking at the master materials, there are about 18. For the banner, it uses the world position offset. There are basic materials, glasses, decals. They usually have parameters. I'm usually gonna go over most of them or some of them. Starting with this pavement. This is the master material for it. It's pretty rich. You basically set the maps, the minimum and maximum roughness. You can change the color when you and using the grime you can change the scale of the grime, and also use damage normal. Changing the contrast, detailing of the mask. So yeah, many things. And you can use the change the color when you click the vertex color. Speaking of vertex color, some of the master materials do support it. For this one, it used the green, so you're gonna use the green. So basically, you're covering it with dirt. The more green you put in. This is an example of a glass. You can change the Fresnel, can boost the reflection. The reflection uses this cube map. Changing the refraction, of course. Changing the blue because it uses spiral blur or blur, metallic and normal scale, roughness, minimum, maximum, the roughness itself. Change the tint and the opacity of the glass along with the normal. So yeah, pretty good customization. And another one would be the tile. I don't know why it isn't included here. There was like 200 something meshes, but in the level not many of them have been added. Anyways, the tile, we can change the color, the pattern color, the first and the second. Also changing the grime intensity, which is really nice. You can also add like a tile pattern or a secondary tile pattern, and you change the color of that one as well. But this is really nice, having both grime and dirty and clean look, along with broken parts. Also, this level have only 143 actors, and there are like 260 meshes overall, so not many of them have been added. Looking at the blueprint, starting with the clock, it has the different functional parts separated. There's not much functionality, but this for the book pattern, it does. You can change the seed, change the type of the book. Sometimes the transform these windows, and yeah, they don't have much customization, just different mesh components. One thing I noticed was about the light bleed through the roof. So if I put it up there, you can see that there is light leaking. And if you delete all things related to light and add ultra dynamic sky, the light gets a little bit better. So that's probably, there are some settings you can change in the light related actors to decrease that, and this happens mostly that's visible through a very high light value, so should be less noticeable at lower values. Overall, very nice modular pack with nice detail and excellent material customization. The UV package is good with few wasted space. And then on the downside, I would say the complex collision for the building structures. There were no simple collision for them, basically. The UVs are not being reused or being overlapped. There are possible light bleed with when used with Lumen with lights at high value, and the overview map do not have all the meshes. That's my thought on this pack. Hope you enjoyed.